What do you know? What do you do? This is me. That's you. He's here. Big Beard and Friends. Yeah. Welcome. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Big Beard and Friends, episode 313. That's right. They got something in my eye there. 313 Fridays. I might have missed just very, very little. Probably 2 or 3, not directly on Fridays. Matter of fact, last week or the week before, I think it was, I had, I couldn't do it on a Fridays because things came up. So I aired it Saturday and did it Saturday. Either way, 313 Fridays people have put up with me. And I thank you. I know for a fact I got at least one person, maybe I'd like to think more, that actually views and looks. With that being said, tonight, I just want to get to the point, and I want to make it a short episode just because I want to share what is on my brain today. Which actually I'm going to talk about acronyms on the internet. If you've ever been on the internet as you are now, you might have seen, some of you, this is, you're used to it. Some of you know what I'm going to say. Some of you are going to say, oh, you're way late for this. And some of you are going to say, we're glad you could show up, Big Beard. But listen, I said I'm talking about everything under the sun, including the sun. This is one of those, in that category. Everything under the sun. Well, the acronyms for the shorthand, like text. If someone sends you a few letters sometimes and you go, for instance, we know that LOL means laugh out loud. It's like used to indicate amusement, right? Right? That's true. Very true. And if we say ASAP, you know that's as soon as possible. I'm going to share some that you probably knew, and if you didn't know, it doesn't mean that you're dumb. It doesn't mean anything. It just means you didn't know it. All right, so if we say, once again, FYI, it's for your information. It's a use to share information common in business. It's a common thing in business. So maybe they would tell each other, oh, FYI, Susie, whatever. Another one that we look at when it comes to these, and I think it's weird. I also think it's funny that we have that, what I call shorthand text message, and like I said, we always do. Another good one is, we know OMG, it's like used to be surprised or to express surprise, like OMG, And I get it, because these are things that we've often said throughout our lives. Think every day, every speech. I know this sounds like it's pretty redundant that I'm talking about this, because those who's been on the internet and within the last 30 years, we know all about it. Some of the first ever messages, were not shorthand, but the ways we had to communicate and the ways we had to do text was absolutely one of those shorthand texts. I can't get over it. Maybe that's what I should have titled it tonight. Acronyms on the internet. No, shorthand text. All right. Anyway, here's another one. Once again, some of these are just common sense. Some of these you've already known. BTW. No, it's not the name of a group or the favorite and the newest trending pop band. It's by the way, and it's like we know what by the way means, but when you think about it, it's like used to introduce like a new topic, or like what do they call it nowadays? I call it a side quest. So that's the term. Yeah, okay. TBH, to be honest, it indicates someone being honesty and an opinion is what it indicates. And a lot of people don't like those TBH moments, but that's just the way the world is. That's what we do. TTYL. Talk to you later. See, that's just self-explanatory. It's just a way to end a conversation. We know what it means, right? Talk to you later. It's weird. I should have had these up on the screen here, but I didn't have time for that today. IDK. I don't know. It indicates not knowing something. Anyway, I said before that we've used them in everyday life. BRB. My kids even use BRB. Got to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, why did you just say BRB? But you said, why didn't you say BRB, GT, or G2, go, BT, it didn't, whatever, BRB. I don't know. I got to go to the bathroom. SMH. Here was one that I found out, and maybe it's a boomer thing. I'm not a boomer, but maybe it's a boomer thing when it comes to the SMH. I've read that a lot of people were asking, several threads, several times I've seen this come up. They did not understand what SMH, once again, meant. SMH meant. And it's one of those things, like, if you think about it too much, or perhaps it didn't cross your mind in thinking, you're not going to understand it. But shaking my head. You see? Now you can add, I've seen the, obviously, SMDH, damn head, shaking my damn head. And you can add cuss word. You can add, I'm guessing, you can add what you want to it. We'll leave you at that at best. I'm not gonna get into. So you can actually obviously add letters to whatever you're sending or whatever you're telling someone. The other common uses or words are the IMH, which gets me thinking. I just had a problem here. Wow, turn it off. Anyway. In my opinion, it's the, voice a personal view, and a lot of people might be offended at what people have to say. I'm sure some people don't want to hear what everybody has to say, because that's just not the way people work. People get mad. People do get offended at things, but in my opinion, IMO. It took me just a few clicks of a mouse. Obviously, I know what that means, but to understand that even people had trouble with that one, like IMO, that nobody got it. Like, even at best, you got to think of this stuff, and people didn't understand, in my opinion. Which, understandable, I believe, but I'm used to it. We're used to it. All right, here's a good one, YOLO. It implies taking risk, right? YOLO! You only live once. I know this, you know that. Most of us on the internet know YOLO or YOLO moments. And we know the NVM. You ever think of that? Never mind. Pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff. It dismisses your, it's dismissive, your previous statement or something. So, LMK, let me know. I had somebody, thought somebody had dyslexic. They thought it was milk, thought it was MLK. They thought it was, what was the other one? I don't have it here. Little men know, little must know, or something like that. But it is let me know. It's obviously, you could add it in there. LMFK, let me. No, I don't do that. Once again, you can add things to this as much as you want. It's just one of these things. I'm just bringing you anything under the sun, including the sun. And finally, for tonight, because this is all I have, is like 15 of these. I want to make it short. The ICYMI. I've heard that. I have heard people say ICYMI, and I'm like, you don't say it. Now, I've read it. I've read the ICYMI many times. And many times. but I heard it. And it's like, ICYMI. Is that a word now? It stands for in case you missed it, but it should be a word. So when you're looking at somebody and you don't want to be like, in case you missed it, or you can truly say, ICYMI. This is what happened over there. ICYMI. Oh, okay. I don't know. It sounds corny. I think I'm onto something. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. These are fun to do. Some of these are just, killing the time, killing the time and the tape that I have to rewind on digitally, that is. Listen, that's all I've got for you guys. It's a short show. That's all I got this evening. I want you to know that whatever you're going through that you don't talk about, and you feel a certain way, and you think a certain way, and nobody knows, I hope that you heal from it, because I'm telling you, it's a big deal to heal. There you go. I didn't mean to rhyme, but I guess I did. It's a big deal to heal. I will tell you that today, March the 20th, today is Friday. I'm doing this early in the morning. I hear that Chuck Norris has passed away. So if you didn't know that, now you know that. Rest in peace, Chuck. I might have to do a dedication to episode to Chuck and do Chuck Norris jokes. Maybe. Take a moment of silence for Chuck Norris. All right, guys. Once again, that's all I've got for you this evening. I want you to have a fantastic weekend. Have a fantastic week. Continue to be blessed with the month and the year. And, that's about it. What are those 3 words that I say? My buddy wrote me this morning and told me this when he ended the message. What were those 3 words? Oh, love, peace, chicken grease. Later, guys, and thanks for watching.